Hello guys, it's Mungai Eve. Welcome to the Mungai Eve show. And of course, you're the number one online TV show. And guys, today I'm having an amazing guest. We all know her as Lady Jacqueline. Wale wa kutoka pale TikTok na Facebook. I'm sure most of you are familiar with this name. And today I'm having her on our show. We're going to be talking about a lot of things. She identifies herself as ambassador of peace. Over the few months, TikTok imekuwa vituko. But for her, she has decided it's all about peace, doing some amazing work. She raised a lot of money for baby Jayson, something that we'll be discussing today. But anyway, before that, Lady Jacqueline, thank you for coming to the show.
Thank you, Eve. It's nice to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Wow, would like to know, why Ambassador of Peace?
All right, so basically, there's something that happens on TikTok where people just literally go at each other, right? So TikTok is such a big platform, and you find that because there is also a lot of money on TikTok, yes, you find because of that there is a lot of animosity and there's a lot of rivalry and fighting and bickering. So I think that is why I decided at one point that I was going to literally push, for people to get along on TikTok. Now, this came at the back of me having a very huge disagreement with another TikToker, and people were aware of this, and people have followed this over months, So it got to a point where I decided, enough was enough. I was going to see a way forward, in trying to help, TikTokers, get along, basically, just for TikTokers to get along, because we don't get along so well. The main top TikTokers, we don't get along very well.
What is the main reason that you guys don't get along? Because we see you guys rivals.
Yeah, we are such big rivals, and that's the thing that we're trying to fight. We're trying to see if, as an app, we can actually get along. Because the issue that we have on TikTok is that. I think out of all the social media apps, it has the most money. Yeah. So the rivalry is mainly around money. You understand? And gifting, and viewership. That's the main thing going on. You find that somebody just literally, I don't know. It's just like territories. People are just like, yes. And it
Of
is
maybe
weird.
TikTok having a lot of money, to us who maybe we're not so much on TikTok, would like to understand, is the money from the gifting, or where is the money coming from?
It's from everywhere, right from, the videos, because like myself, I'm a content creator who receives money from TikTok. Yes, I'm monetized, and I'm part of the Creators Fund, so I get that every single month. And then apart from that, you find TikTokers who are also celebrities, like ourselves, being, what do you call them? Ambassadors, brand ambassadors as well. But apart from that, there is the gifting. That's the main money maker on TikTok. And it is the thing that I believe causes the most problems on the app. Yes. Yeah.
Why do you think so? Because I believe if I go live, I'll get my people who will be gifting me. If you go live, you also get yours.
No, it doesn't work like that. Now, you find that a TikToker will see somebody gifting you, all right? Yeah. And then if they are vicious people, they will be messaging that gifter. You understand? Yes. And they will be trying to get that gifter to gift them instead. And that has happened to me many times, where I had this incredible person come, support my content. And then suddenly they were receiving so many messages. Don't support this one, support the other one. Yeah. So it's been mainly, between two rivals, and I'm afraid I'm the other one. Yeah, I will not mention the other name, but it's been like two. Yeah. So that has been the problem that we've had on TikTok. So and I have lost so many gifters in that manner, which is okay because some gifters come along, you lose some, you get some. You understand? So the money is what is causing problems because it's a lot of money. Yes, it is a lot, and I think that if that feature was removed, then TikTok would be a safe app, just like Facebook, because the kind of bullying and trolling and the kind of malice that's on TikTok, you cannot find it anywhere else. It is too much, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apart from the, you've mentioned something very interesting, that if the gifting feature would be removed, TikTok would be a safe place. But we saw the other day the president talk about removing the live feature. So we would advise him to remove the gifting feature instead of the live feature.
Now, I know this is a bit of a contradiction, and you see, life is about contradictions. If you understand life properly, you'll understand that one idea contradicts the other, and that is what makes us, live. And also, that's democracy, you understand? Now, I spoke the other day about TikTok being a big moneymaker for Kenyans, and I said that I'm going to be talking to a few politicians about that idea of getting rid of the live feature, because it shouldn't be removed. There are many young people, many young Kenyans who earn their living off TikTok through the live feature and through gifting, you understand? But then, of course, there is the other problem, the other side of the coin, the contradiction, that gifting as well is causing all the problems that we have on TikTok. We've got people being abusing drugs and alcohol because they're getting all this money off the app. You understand? And then you'll find people also, just becoming rivals because of all the money on the app.
Forgetting about the sex content.
Yeah. Yes, of course. And there's that other part of TikTok where, somebody is literally doing like selling, should I say usherati, like someone is, whatever, Namia, still got Namia. And it is it's just a complex web. It's really hard to understand. So I don't know how to discuss this without saying that perhaps what we need is some kind of regulations of the app, but I think the live feature and the gifting is good for Kenyans, living in Kenya and also overseas. Some of them are also earning their money off TikTok overseas. That is their main livelihood. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yourself, you're really trying to show people that you can, TikTok can be a safe place.
Yes.
Like in the story of Jayson,
Yes.
you really came through and mobilized people to fundraise.
Yes.
I would like to know, how did you get to know about that story, and so far where are we at?
Okay. So the thing is, it came after I became well known on TikTok. You see, I joined the app not planning to become this known person.
When did you join the app?
I joined the app. Did you say ask why? When? So I joined. I've always been on TikTok from 2021. That account has always been there, but I never used it. I used to pop in and pop out. But then when it came to around January, February of this year, a friend of mine, now a former friend, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, told me that she came to my Facebook because we used to create content with her on Facebook. She had her platform, I had my platform, I was monetized, I was earning money off Facebook. And then she says, "You're wasting time here, come to TikTok," right? She persuaded me to come to TikTok. So then, of course, I came to TikTok. And then when I arrived, I found she was having this big war with somebody else. So I was there helping her with that war. So then I finished that. And then I thought, okay, let me now see what I can do with this account. So that baby Jayson thing came at the back of me having helped, broker that peace that we brokered. And then, of course, after that, I had a platform, I had a following, I had fans, people who saw me that like someone they'd look up to. So that's how I started fundraising. So one day, Beatrice Mudhoni, a very young girl, only about 22, 23 years old, She comes round, she has a sick baby, and then she, my followers, write in the comments, to Changia Beatrice, Lady J, Changia Beatrice, And then I said, okay, mleteni, bring Beatrice. And then they bring her on the guest, and then she tells me about her baby. The baby has been well, kidney is failing, she needs to go to India. That was around June now. And then, of course, I decided, okay, I'm going to raise money for her. That day, I raised 200,000. And then, of course, we decide with the Farmer Girl, right? Another brilliant TikToker called the Farmer Girl. She lives in the US. And then we decide, okay, we are going to do a proper fundraising for Jayson. So then we organize one. Come July, we do another one. We get tons of money, 2.3 million. And then we do another one the same month, but later we get another. We did so much. We just kept raising money. At the end of it all, it was 6.4 million that we raised in total. And the baby managed to have the surgery in India, and we managed to bring the baby back. They just arrived about 2 days ago. They arrived back from India. Oh my God, you will see the baby. I'm hoping you can come round to the Royal Tulip Hotel tonight. It's a completely different child from the one that we took to India. Yeah. It's just the biggest miracle of TikTok. So it all came at the back of all that toxicity, though. So I need us to understand that the reason why the toxicity is also there is because there are people using it as well to build their platforms. You understand? Someone like me, I got into it by mistake, yeah? But there are people using it just for building their platforms. So it's really complex. TikTok is such a complex app. I don't know what I can say about it, But what I'm doing on TikTok personally as Lady J, I am trying to give people the other side of TikTok. I'm trying to tell them, listen, yes, you want viewers. You want hundreds of people there watching you, yeah? You want gifters, yeah, it's good. But what if you focus on telling your own story? Right? Because the problem we have on TikTok and with the rivalries is that people are trying to tell other people's stories. Yeah? So you find someone wakes up in the morning and there they are. Yeah? They begin to bash the other person because then they get viewers and they get followers that way. So that's it. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to tell them we can do it better. And so then I just started saying peace. I started going on platforms telling them we need to be peaceful on TikTok. And then they called me Ambassador of Peace. Yeah, so TikTok has branded me the Ambassador of Peace. So now that is all I preach on TikTok. No violence, just peace. Peace, yeah, let's get along, let's love each other. Yes.
So with this story, it's such a successful story,
Yes.
and I saw you with Eric Omondi,
Yes.
and you've been seeing him doing fundraising here and there. The other day, he had like 4 days of fundraising. I would like to know, are you guys joining hands maybe to support someone else, or?
I'd like to work with Eric Omondi. Oh my God, he's such a vibe, by the way. He is so cool. He is so cool. So I'd like to join hands with Eric Omondi and continue the fundraising. I don't know what his plans are. Of course, he's meeting us today. We'll be with him today. But then, of course, there are some conversations we're having with him that we will continue, right? I cannot talk about them here on live, but yeah.
Maybe yourself, do you have plans of also maybe changing other people's lives apart from baby Jayson?
Oh, we've done so much so far. I think on our platform alone, we have raised, oh my God, incredible, millions and millions on my platform. So apart from baby Jayson, I did raise money for another gentleman as well called Henry Budoi, right? He was also supposed to go for treatment in India, but I think he waited too long and the period of his referral lapsed, so he was not able to go. But for him, we raised another 2.6 million. Yeah, we did raise 2.6 million. Now, apart from that, we also give people unga every weekend. Every Sunday on my platform, people come. They get 2 packets of unga.
How do you do it?
We just
You see the money?
So the thing is, you see, as I said, TikTok is an app that has so much money, There's a lot of money on TikTok, and there are a lot of very kind, generous people on TikTok.
Okay, so the unga, do you give it to people in Kenya,
In Kenya,
or
yes.
Oh, so you send them money or
Yes.
unga itself?
Money. So we send them money. So you find that people will come every weekend. We give unga out. We use around 50,000 every Sunday on unga. Now, people will come, people who are blessed, right? Because the thing about TikTok is that you will meet the billionaire or the dollar millionaire, and then you will meet somebody living in Mukuru. You understand? So these people literally converge on TikTok. So you'll find that the dollar millionaire will give us money, right? And then we will redistribute that money to the person who needs it. That's how we are doing it. Right, that's how we're doing it. So that's why we've been able to raise so much money. We've rehoused, apart from the unga, we've rehomed a few people. I work a lot with members of the LGBTQ community. So we have a situation where you will find somebody has been kicked out of their home because they're queer, and then they don't have a place to stay. And then they come to us, and then we help them. My platform is the one that mainly helps, members of the LGBTQ community. So we've rehomed a few people so far who are living in hostels. So we've been able to find them apartments. There's a young transgender lady called Aya in Kenya. Yeah, Aya. So we were able to get Aya out of the shared accommodation into her own property, and apart from that, we also help people with disability a lot. There's a particular lady. If you go on my platform, you'll see the video. So, because we just help people and then we forget about them. But recently, she came back. We found she was being kicked out of her home. She has issue with mobility and speech, and then we thought, oh my God, she's been kicked out. So we paid her outstanding rent, and then we were able to put her into a new house. So we are paying her rent every single month. So she's safe, she has a home. So we do all sorts of things. We do everything from rehoming people, feeding people, paying medical bills for people. And that is the joy of TikTok. I'm going to say again, I don't think there is an app where money moves as much as TikTok. Hakuna. Yeah, there's a lot of money moving around TikTok, and that is how we are able to connect those with money and those without. And it's such a nice mix on TikTok, and it's incredible. It's incredible.
Okay, you've mentioned about helping people maybe who are in the LGBTQ community, maybe when they are being kicked out of the house and everything. I would like to know what made you come to such a decision, especially in this modern world. People are being judged. Have you gotten people who would judge you because of doing that?
Right. So the reason why is because TikTok is also very homophobic. TikTok is also very hating towards queerness and queer people. Yeah. And it is because of that judgment that we decided to do that, because we realized that people were being judged so harshly, so much on TikTok. And that is one of the ways that people abuse each other on TikTok. There's a word that I cannot say, but I can spell it out. MKU NDU. Yeah. That is one big abuse on TikTok. So because that word is used a lot to insult people. Yes. So the app is therefore very anti anyone who is not straight. You understand? So anybody who is not straight, they suffer on TikTok a lot. So I wasn't afraid, of being judged for helping queer and LGBTQ people. I wasn't afraid. My worry was mainly the abuse and that they receive on TikTok. That was my worry. Yeah.
Okay, maybe as we continue, when you search your name on TikTok, another name that pops up most of the time is Nyako's name. I'd like to know, where do you guys come along? Were you friends, and along the way it got hard, or what happened?
So I am afraid, but I am a TikTok president, right?
She also identify herself as a TikTok
So
president.
because I am a TikTok president, I'm the legitimate TikTok president, right?
Who voted for you guys?
Because of that, because of that, I cannot discuss another person who also identifies as me. You understand? So I'm sorry, I'm not going to answer that, if that's okay. Yes.
Okay, but I'd like to understand the president title.
Yeah.
Does it come from people or?
It does, yes. It does come from people. So what happened was that somebody, I won't mention names, you can fill it up as we go along. Somebody, so I was raising so much money on TikTok, you know, and one day I sat down and I raised 1.4 million. I mean, between 2 different days, I raised 750,000. Another day I raised 650,000. So it came to 1.4. No, it's actually 1.45 million total between literally 48 hours. Now, somebody came to TikTok. They may have woken up on the wrong side of the bed, and then they come to TikTok, and then they say, hakuna mchango inaendelea hii TikTok. You understand? So then, of course, I decide I'm going to stand my ground and I'm going to continue supporting people. Because when you say hakuna mchango, it means hao watu wote wenye wanahitaji msaada hawatapata msaada. You understand? It was right at the time when we were taking baby Jayson to India. We were just about to take him to India. Sawa? So hiyo ndio mchango yenye tulikuwa nayo the following day. Alafu yeye akasema hakuna mchango inaendelea. Hakuna mchango inaendelea. And that is when I decided that perhaps it was time now to step up. Yeah, and become the leader that I was. So my people came to me and said, Lady J, you know, we want you to be our TikTok president because, yeah, we need a leader, right? They'd said that before several times, but I'd kept pushing it back. So then I decided, now I'm going to help you. Nitasaidia. So that is how I became TikTok president, because I wanted to focus on the fundraising and the support that we give people on TikTok. I wanted to make sure that everybody who requires that support was able to receive it. They were able to come to my platform and they were able to get it. Yeah, so that's how my people decided I'd be the president of TikTok. So from the 6th of July, I have been the president of TikTok. Yes.
Okay. Would you say maybe you are maybe the only person who have raised a lot of money from the platform?
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone else on TikTok who has raised as much money as I have. In fact, I believe there is none. Yeah. And if there's anyone who's raised more money than me in 2023, they need to come forward. Okay. Yeah. I've raised millions and millions. Yeah.
So what do you take about the comparison between the other president and you yourself?
Right. So basically, you see, legitimacy is all about service, you know. The presidency is not about selfish gains. It's about service to TikTokers. And that is why I keep saying that it is my presidency that is legitimate. You understand? So I am urging, you know, anyone out there who also identifies as a president to just come and work with me, you know, because I have a track record and it is very, very clear. And yeah, to go to kazi. Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to know yourself, how have you been dealing with the bullying? Because it has also been on your case.
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen the bullying that I've gone through. Yes. So I've been bullied severely on TikTok, severely. But then, of course, what I think I have done is that I have tried as much as possible to get the advice of my cabinet. So, okay. So
You have a cabinet.
I have a cabinet. Oh, so, okay. So the other thing that makes my presidency the most legitimate is that before anyone knew about what a cabinet was, Lady J already had a cabinet. Yeah, I have a cabinet.
Wow.
Yes, I've got ministers.
Who are the ministers? Who are the ministers?
I've got, oh my God, this is now a time that I don't think they like for me to mention them, but let me mention my cabinet. And they've been there with me from day one, 6th of July, right? So I have a 360 Gulf. By the way, he surprised me. He flew in from the US to come and surprise me. That day at the airport, I could not believe it. Yeah. So my cabinet member came from the US to surprise me. And of course, he is here in Kenya now. We were partying with him last night. Tulienda kudance Prince Inda. Yeah. Shh. Okay. So anyway, so 360 Gulf, that's my cabinet member. And then we've got M. That's another TikToker who's very well known for defending Lady J. She's always there. No, call my Lady J. Call my Lady J. So M is another one. And then we've got another cabinet member, Emma Chichi. We've got Chocolate City. We've got people like Kotrida. We've got Lillian, the cooking nurse. We've got Connie. We've got Alumsi. So I've got all this, also Dula. Those are my cabinet members. Yeah, the only prime. Yeah, I've got a complete cabinet. Yeah, very big team. And right now, I believe they're watching because they're making sure I say the right things. They don't want me to get in trouble because, you know, you say something, it goes wrong, you get in trouble on TikTok. Yeah, that's how it goes. Yes.
So you were telling us about how you've been coping up with the bullying.
Yes. So, okay. So basically, I have been able to, I mean, let's just say it. The rivalry on TikTok is about money. That's number one. I need you guys to understand that. It's about money. And it's not small money. It is big money. Okay, it's millions. So now, somebody sets people off to bully you, right? To troll you. Somebody pays people, literally paying people to bully you. Yes, that's what happens. Okay? People literally get paid. So, then someone like me, I decide I'm just going to remain legit. I'm going to be real, give it time. And then things started turning around. Initially, I was very reactionary. Mtu ananitusi, mimi ndio huyo. I'm responding, and I'm tusi back. You know what I mean? And then it got to a point where I got tired of the matusi because that's really not me. Mimi sio mtu wa, you know. So hizo video mtaona hapo TikTok because I know I've got over 50 million views in terms of, you know, my hashtags. You know, they're all over the place. So lots of videos everywhere. But that person is really not me. Yeah. So peace. So basically, I used to respond to it, to every abuse. I then decided that was it. I wasn't going to do it. Now, the way that I decided that was that my followers, they came to me and they said, Lady J, you need to stop responding, yeah? Wacha sisi tukudefend. Imagine my followers and my fans. They just said, you are no longer responding to anybody who mentions your name. All right? Because it was just the same person mentioning my name all the time, over and over, poking me, abusing me, calling me all sorts, mchawi, blah, blah, blah. Yani matusi zote. Yeah? Darkness, Satan. Imagine another human being calling you Satan. You understand? So it was a lot of matusi, a lot of matusi. They said, no, you're not responding. You're no longer responding. We are doing the job of responding. And that is how literally my platform went from just an ordinary TikTok platform to a really, like a real, should I say, I don't know whether to use the word celebrity because I'm with Eve Mungai and she is the celebrity, you know. But then that is how literally I had all these people literally just protecting me on TikTok. Saizi ukifungua live unanitusi. Be sure that you'll be blocking so many people because they are there to defend me. They don't like people abusing me on TikTok. They don't like it anymore. Yeah. So that's how I coped. I just literally decided, okay, I'm going to stop responding. And then when I stopped responding, the response was great because my followers decided, okay, we are going to take on the job. And that's how the abuse ilirudi chini. Yeah, so now imerudi kabisa. It's still there. I'm told there's a woman yesterday who was mentioning my name, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's still there because they have to discuss the celebrity. So no problem, guys. You can discuss me. No problem. Thank you.
And how do you take it when people out there, your fans, defend you? They're there to tell people, no, don't talk about her, don't insult her. How do you feel?
It feels so good. It feels so good. In fact, it got to a point where one of my fans doula. We call him my prince, right? Because we've got, he's part of my cabinet, and then he's this young man, and we are helping him build a platform for himself as well, in terms of, his standing on TikTok. So he just went on and said, because our mom, Lady J, is preaching peace, and Lady J is someone who thrives on love. I thrive on, love. I don't like people like being too rough with me. I like to be handled with love. So he decided to come up with a slogan, family of peace and love. So if you look at even my T-shirts, or not this one, this is Ambassador of Peace, but all of our T-shirts, family of peace and love, So we are the family of peace and love, and you will find that even when we are live, in fact, they will show you now, right? They should show you family of peace and love, so we spread that and that around TikTok, that and that. We do that. So, no, it's all right. It's okay. Maybe just one, darling. Thank you. So we do that and we do that on TikTok, all right? And they love me so much, and it's just incredible. I don't know how. So if you look at this, so we've got that. So if you see, family of peace and love, yeah? And of course, they love all these phrases that I use. So they wanted me to put them all on T-shirts. I'd say, my darling. They love that so much. So take that back. Okay, I'll put it here. No worries. So I love it. I love that they're out there defending me. They're supporting me. The people who used to really enjoy bullying me every single day. Sikuizi hawaezi. They can't. Because utafungua live unaanza kutusi Lady J. Yeah, people are asking you, why are you unamtusi kwa nini, amekosea nini? Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Maybe as we conclude, apart from TikTok,
yes,
we know that you're not based here in Kenya.
Yes.
I'd like to know what other things that you do.
Right. So I've lived in England, in the United Kingdom, since my 20s, my mid-20s, around 26 years old. So well over 20 years, right? This is my third decade in England, just beginning. So so basically, I taught college in England, and I also taught secondary school. I used to teach here in Kenya before I went to England, at a school in Nakuru, Jomo Kenyatta High School. And then, of course, I moved to England. I went to England at a time when there were no teachers. Kulikuwa na shida ya walimu, and they were literally looking all over for teachers. So when I arrived in the UK, I literally went straight to the classroom to teach. That's how desperate they were for teachers. And then, of course, I taught in the UK. I taught English in college and also in high schools for around just about 20 years, 19 and a half years. And then, of course, I decided it was now time for me to leave teaching. So at the age of 45, exactly 2 years ago, I decided now I'd worked enough. I'd given 21 years of my life to teaching, which I started at Jomo Kenyatta High School in Nakuru. So I thought, okay, now it's time for me to move to something else. Mind you, I have an organization. I've got a charity that I founded years ago, many years, not many, but 2015 I founded it. And I do establish schools here in Kenya. So I run my schools. I've got a few schools here, 5 schools in total here in Kenya. And they're all free schools, 100% free, no fee paying. And we also feed the children 2 meals per day. They get break and they get lunch, a full, proper, balanced diet every single day. So we've got 1 school in Kisumu, 1 school in Homa Bay, and then we've got 3 other schools that we provide adult education, and they're all in Kisumu County, outside Kisumu town. All right. Yes.
So how are you able to maintain them?
Or to finance. So apart from, I'm quite lucky that I worked so hard over the years, because I never did one job, I worked 2 jobs sometimes. So I was able to invest, So for that reason, I've got my teachers on payroll. I've got many teachers that I employ. Every single month, my budget is crazy for salaries. And then, of course, I feed the children. So all my money that I use in the schools come from my pocket. Every single penny. I've never received any donation from anyone, anywhere, to run my schools before. Yeah, it's only now that my followers on TikTok, they want to support my schools. In fact, they're doing that, I think, this coming week. They'll be doing something for my schools. There are buildings that are complete, because I started with mabati structures. So now I'm turning them into permanent structures. So one of the schools, I've finished the entire building. It took many millions. It's complete. All the classrooms are complete. And now all we need to do is to plaster and have it all done and whatever. So my followers want to do that for me. Yes.
So when it comes to free education, it's we just know it's normally from the government.
Yes.
But I'd like to know, what is your main goal? Because now you've been financing it yourselves over the years. What's the goal?
Okay, so I believe, remember, I studied in England as well. I didn't only train here as a teacher. When I moved to England, I did other 3 university degrees, and I did 2 masters, a bachelor's, and then I started off a PhD. But then, of course, I haven't finished that, okay? So while studying in England at university, I came across many philosophies, yeah? And some of them were around making education accessible to all. Now, education is not accessible to many African children. I don't know whether people know that. You know, some of us are so privileged. Tunaenda shule, tunamaliza, tunaenda kazi. Hatujui ya kwamba there are millions of Kenyans who cannot access education. Hawezi. Even though education is still free, they can't access it. Because first of all, the schools are not there. Now, the little village where I've built my school right now, can you bring the iPad, my darling? Bring me the iPad, one of the iPads. In fact, bring both, Sawa. So I don't know which one has the picture. Now, that village has no school. It's a village in Homa Bay County, a place called Ndewa, and it's in a rural area called Sigama. There is no school in that particular village. Now, the children there do not start school until they are after 8 years old, that they can walk 8 kilometers to the nearest school. Yeah, that's when they start school, right? So I went there and I decided these children need to start school early, at the age of 4 or 5. You understand? So that is why I built that school there, okay? Because there was no school. Hakukuwa na shule. So I decided I'm going to provide education for these children. I came there as a land buyer. I just bought some land there. Then I realized, my God, hakuna shule. All these children, they're not going to school. You go around the village and kids are literally at home not going to school because they can't go. They're too little to walk, you know. So that's why I built that school there. And then, of course, let me see if I can find a picture. Yeah, so this is the school. Yeah, so this is the school. Okay, all right, okay. So this, I don't know if they can actually see it. Can you see it? So this is the school. If you can have a look, it is, let me see if I can turn it that way. Yes. So these are the classrooms, right? Completed. So we just need to plaster them. We even provide the uniform for the kids. You see, the kids look very nice and neat. We provide all the uniform. But we even provide stationery. Mtoto anakuja tu shule. We provide pencils, kila kitu, vitabu, kila kitu, right? So this one is the school that my followers want to help me plaster. Yeah. And I think they're doing that next week. Yeah, many of them have already pledged many bags of cement. So we're going to plaster it and have it all ready. It's literally in the middle of nowhere. It's a village with, yeah, so these are the parents, yeah. So I had brought some things from England. I thought, okay, I'll give you these clothes. You can, you know, yeah, so if you look at it, it's just a bit, look at the classroom. So the classrooms are complete. This is the hall, right? All complete, right? But it's all about plastering, so that's all we need to do now, yeah? So I'm looking forward to getting the support to do that, and the children look very nice. You look at that, very beautiful. So that's what I do right now. I just run the schools, and then, of course, I'm now earning money on TikTok as well. And of course, I'm now a brand ambassador for Hodari Homes. Oh, my God, a quick mention, Hodari Homes, all right? So I'm also a brand ambassador selling property all over the place. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
maybe as we conclude, I would like you to talk to young people who are
Yes.
coming in the platform,
Yes.
because many things that are happening right now when on TikTok,
Yes.
the maybe the negativity and everything mostly comes from the young people
Yes.
who feel like maybe they're jobless and they
Yes.
come out selling some
Yes.
hizo mambo ya tunauza mia mia and
yes.
everything. What would you tell them?
Right. So I think the main thing that I can tell young people, number one, is basically to develop a vision at a young age, right? Have an idea of what you want to do with your life. Mapema. Alafu, you will realize that as you get older, the vision will only change a little bit, right? It will just keep changing, kidogo kidogo, but you may never leave it because you've already brought that thing into existence. The minute you think about something, you've started the process of attaining it. You understand? And I'm hoping more and more young people can have live with purpose, have an agenda for your life. Don't drift through life thinking, okay, oh, leo nimelala, nitaamka kesho, I don't know what's going on tomorrow. Have some kind of an agenda, some kind of a plan. This is where I am now. By the time I'm Lady J's age, I want to be there. I want to be here, I want to be here, I want to be here. So have some kind of a plan. It will help you a lot. The reason many young people are moving around without proper structure is because they don't have a life plan. You must have a life plan. Okay, have a plan. Whether it is education, money, society. You want to be somebody who is known like Eve Mungai. Lazima uwe na plan. Sasa mapema. Okay? And then so when you start putting the plan into motion, you see things that just fall in place because there's a way in which the universe works and God works. You understand? We get our prayers answered. Yeah? So just have a life plan, that's all. Yeah.
Okay, what about to your fans? What would you tell them?
Oh my God, you guys are the best, right? And in Lady J's language, I'm sorry, I'm going to use the S word, you are the shit, really. Okay? Yeah, my fans are the best.
Wow, thank you so much. I really appreciate for your time. Guys, it has been the Mungai Eve Show. Make sure you head over to TikTok, follow her amazing work, get to those lives so that we can get to know more about her that maybe we wouldn't have been able to cover during this session. Anyway, guys, make sure you share this video, you hit the subscribe button. We'll meet next time.
Thank you so much. Thank you.